Okay, Cancer. So what I see in the beginning of the month is you have a lot of wand energy. You've got 3 cards that are wand cards. So this 7 of Wands is traditionally called struggle, but I'll talk a little bit more about that. This 3 of Wands is the visionary card. This 4 of Wands is usually about festivities or celebrations. Sometimes it can mean, a wedding with this garland or the things related to the home. And then this 6 of Cups is actually very sweet energy. It really means like innocence, or it may mean that you have found someone that you feel like a child with, or someone from your past. It's a reunion of sorts. You can see that in this card, the young man is giving the girl a cup, which all these cups represent loving feelings, and they're all filled with lilies. So there's some sweetness and some fire going on. What I'll say is that this 7 of Wands traditionally means struggle, but it also means standing up for what you really believe in its upright position. It means being assertive, standing up for what you believe, fighting off others, being in a position of advantage. Because it's in a reverse position, what it may mean is that you're putting aside your willingness to stand up for what you believe. There's still some struggle involved, maybe an internal struggle rather than an external struggle, but you are in a position of advantage. It may be temporarily that it's not because it's in reverse, but generally what I point out in this card is that he's fighting off many other people, but he's on the top of the hill fighting down instead of fighting upwards. He's basically fighting other people off. So I'm not sure if it being in reverse means that you're momentarily not willing to stand up for what you believe in, or you're willing to put those things aside, or there's an internal struggle that you're brushing aside. You're still in a position of advantage, but you may just not be willing to fight that fight right now, is what I'm getting from that card. And that 3 of Wands is the visionary card. In the upright position, it means dreaming of what you want your empire to be like, dreaming of what's possible, planning for the future, all that sort of thing. This is in reverse. So this is saying that even though you have these dreams and you have these plans and visions for the future, they're in reverse. So either things may not be matching your vision for how you wanted them to be, or you still have this vision, but it's in reverse. It's not what you thought it was going to be. That could be connected with this card. This is also in reverse. This, in the upright position, this card represents home. It represents normally joyful, festive celebration, surprise. I often tie it to like weddings and celebrations because there's this garland. You can even see that people get married under these 4 posts with the garland, or buying of a new home. It's a celebration related to that. Or we'll often see garlands upon new things like boats or decorations on a house when it's the holidays, or sometimes May Day. And you can see this fortress in the background. 4 is a very stable number, so I often say this has to do with something with the home or some sort of stabilizing force. Because this is in reverse, there's still that feeling of the joyful celebration, but it could be that it's not what you think it is, not what you envisioned, not according to plan. And it's because all of these are wands, there is some sort of struggle present with this. The 7 of Wands tells me that. What is sweet and nice about this is that this is with someone with whom you feel like there's this childlike sentimentality or childlike innocence or naivete, or that these two people may be entering into something in a feeling of naivete or childlike wonderment or childlike it's a childlike relationship. So it's either someone from the past or someone that you feel very sentimental about, or remembering something from the past, or just, it's that sweet feeling between children. And coupled with this, I'm going to say it has something to do with the home. You could be entering into a marriage or relationship or buying a home with someone that you just feel very innocent and optimistic about. All this yellow color, in fact, even in these cards too, there's a lot of passion and there's a lot of optimism. But be careful about the adversity that is implicit in that because of all the struggle, things not turning out the way you envision them. And, this Four of Wands in reverse says there's something about it that's going upside down or going backwards, because this is the card festivity, joyous celebration. In reverse, it's saying it's not what it appears. This card in the middle of the month, there's let's see, you've got Page of Wands, you've got Knight of Coins, Queen of Swords, and Seven of Coins. Let's see what's going on here. Usually Page of Rods represents willingness, optimism, saying be brave, be courageous, be bold, be willing to take on the risks, go for it. Because he's in reverse, it's saying maybe be careful, be a little bit conservative, be out there and doing it, but hedge your bets a little bit. The Knight of Coins, he's one who is a little bit, he's the most conservative of the Jacks. Jacks and Knights are equivalent in the tarot and the playing cards. Jacks are, they are romantic, clever, playful. They're really fun, but they can tend to be a little bit deceptive. And Jack of Coins takes things slow. So these two cards together, because this is normally go for it, be optimistic, be courageous, be bold. And because he's in reverse and he's upright, I'm going to say these two cards for me translate as take it slow. He evaluates the material gain or loss of something, even though he's willing to go forward, which this card is too. Think about it a little bit. It's just take things slow is what this is telling me. And then Queen of Swords, she's usually one who has a sharp wit, speaks her mind. She's usually very clear on things, very direct. She doesn't mince words, but she's usually very witty. What it's telling me is that if you usually feel that way, then you're not feeling that way right now. Or that there's someone involved who is like that, who's saying things. She can be a little bit acerbic, because the Queen of Swords can kind of be cutting or say something that is challenging. She's not really being helpful right now. Whoever this person is, she's usually intelligent or in a position of authority of some sort. She's a little bit of a challenge to you right now. So you may not benefit from her words right now, or she's got a lot of this red, passionate energy around her. She may be a challenging opponent to you right now. Seven of Coins is a card of harvest. It's a card of waiting things out. Basically, it's saying don't harvest things before they're ripe. In this card, it usually likens the coins to a vineyard or, fields of grapes. So what it says is that if you harvest things too soon, they become sour. If you do things too quickly, they become sour. But if you wait for things to ripen, then you'll actually have a harvest. You'll actually, it can translate as the millionaire's card. It means that there's money and sweetness available if you wait for the right season. And this is the farmer who knows how to do that. So all of these cards, this card, and this card especially, are saying wait it out. Take your time. Don't rush things. She might have something to say about that too. She might be saying you're moving too fast. You're doing this, not helping you right now, though. She's someone who's challenging you. Right now, towards the end of the month, this is Eight of Swords, and this is usually victim mentality, feeling like a prisoner or victim of your own thoughts or choices. I'm seeing this echo in this card. You can maybe see in both of these cards there's this tower in the background, or fortress, which here it looks loving and it looks celebratory. It usually is in its upright position, but because it's in the reverse position and it's echoed in this card, I'm going to say there's something about this fortress that is making you feel like a prisoner. It's making you feel like a victim. And this Queen of Coins energy, that could be you. Queen of Coins is usually like the home mother, the person who is well established. She has, a lot of resources available to her. She's usually, Queen of Coins is very down to earth. She's usually like cooking a meal or cooking for kids, or, she's basically like a down to earth mother. And the fact that there's this victim card right next to her, either you are identifying as Queen of Coins being a victim in this household, this fortress, this a little bit feeling like a prisoner, or there's someone who is embodying this Queen of Coins energy that's making you feel victimized. One of the things that I like to point out in this card is that the Eight of Swords victim person always has the power to walk away. I'm going to say that actually that these two may be the same people. They're wearing the same red cloak. So if you identify with Queen of Coins, which is like a mother figure, or someone who has well-established authority or advanced placement in life, you might be feeling victimized by whatever it is that is happening up here. But you do have the power to walk away. And then towards the end of the month, there is this new beginning. There is this new vitality to something. What I'm seeing is that she sees this. Queen of Coins sees this, but the Emperor does not. He's looking in a different direction. He may be like the counterpart to this Queen of Coins. She's a queen, he's an emperor. They're both in positions of authority. They're both in positions of making decisions. They're both passionate people. But what I'm seeing is that he's in reverse and he's like off in a different direction. She's seeing possibilities for a new beginning. Possibly I feel victimized, but, there could be a glimmer of hope in here. There could be something new that starts from this. I'm looking towards this fresh new beginning. But he's concerned with his own laws and rules and regulations, and he's just like he's not participating in this new vision. So, I would say that there is some hope here with this Queen of Coins feeling like a victim. She can get herself to this new beginning, this new life, but she has to release herself from this victimhood first. So I guess what I would say is definitely whatever you're struggling with, or even if you're entering something in the beginning of the month, sort of look the horse in the mouth, like to really evaluate what it is. It's going to feel very sweet and innocent and naive, and you're going to be with someone that makes you feel childlike, or is a reunion of some sort, or sentimental. But be careful that it's not according to your visions, or that there may be struggle, or there may be some sort of, like, I'm going to say imprisonment because of these two cards. And just to take things slow, let things ripen, let things sweeten. And then if you are feeling victimized, see that, your vision of the future is there. It's there. You see this clearly. It's just that this emperor person, whoever is in charge of rules or regulations or authority or has the power in the situation, they're not seeing the same thing that you are. That's what I'll say, is that there's this vision that you have, but emperor is definitely the powers that be, or whatever is this solidity, is looking in a different direction. You have a way out of this. If you release yourself from the victimization, you have this new beginning, but Emperor is not part of that. So, Cancer, take your time with things, especially in the middle of the month. Don't rush. And, free yourself from anything. This is freedom here. This is victimization. Free yourself from anything that you might be presented with. Whoever's stuck in the mud, these two cards can be sticks in the mud. Whoever's stuck there, you're not going to be able to get them to come with you. Even though you can see a new beginning, you may just have to do that for yourself.